Get abstract. Knowledge compressed.
Today, people are busier than ever. They have little time to do anything well, including the vital process of thinking things through. For many people, clear thinking is an increasingly rare commodity. In Open to Think, published by Figure One Publishing, consultant Dan Pontefract offers a strategy for thinking more clearly and making better decisions. Get Abstract recommends Pontefract's manual to those who'd like to make better decisions or gain useful insight into their own thought processes. People don't always take the necessary steps of thoughtfully weighing their options, building expertise, and reaching their own reasoned conclusions to solve problems and make decisions. Closed thinkers are unwilling to open their minds to new ideas. Too many organizations also function in a close-minded way. Many people and companies need to adopt a new thought process to build their decision-making skills and agility. This improved system of thought, open thinking, is a holistic approach to reaching an ethical solution through reflection, decision-making, and action. Open thinking calls for careful consideration, for taking action through a process of dreaming, deciding, and doing. With open thinking, you work through an issue, weigh the evidence, decide how to resolve it, and then take the necessary action. The process is iterative, inclusive, contemplative, and interrogative. It's deliberative, not automatic or reflexive. Open thinking balances reflection and action. If these elements don't align, 3 bad habits can take hold. First, indifferent thinking. Habit traps people into staying with their current methods and thought processes. Second, indecisive thinking. Those who have a hard time making decisions fall prey to endless dreaming. Third, inflexible thinking. Many people are uncomfortable consciously thinking about what they believe or the actions they're going to take. They avoid analyzing their own processes and just plunge ahead. Open thinkers remain receptive to new ideas and information from a wide variety of sources. They welcome innovative concepts and view accepted dogma with skepticism. Open thinkers acknowledge what they don't know, and they're willing to learn. They pursue discovery even if the new knowledge might upset them or blast apart their current worldview. To determine if you should incorporate open thinking into your way of handling information, conducting analysis and making decisions, ask yourself 3 questions about the way you think now. Do you devote sufficient time to reflection and dreaming? Do you rely on verifiable data to make decisions? And do you take the time required to do things properly? Open thinking has 3 core elements. First, creative thinking. This covers the formation of ideas and reflection, which lead to better ideas. Open thinkers are willing to wander and take the time they need to think things through. Daydreaming is an essential component of creativity. When you dream, you stop and observe. You spend time thinking. Daydreaming helps you figure out new solutions and processes. For an aspiring or practicing open thinker who wants to pause and reflect, time becomes the most valuable commodity. Don't exploit your time, explore it. Set up a quality time management system. Don't overly commit yourself. Move your focus from the minutia to the big picture. The second element is critical thinking. This centers around analysis and judgment. It generates better decision-making. Everyone has cognitive biases that get in the way of clear and logical thinking. Learn your biases and compensate for them. Challenge your thinking and the conclusions you reach. Seek new ideas and information. Welcome opposing or non-conforming opinions. Collaborating with your colleagues helps promote open thinking. Ask people you trust and respect for their suggestions and advice. Realize that failure isn't a negative if you and your company evaluate your mistakes. Failure can help you diagnose where your personal or corporate critical thinking may have gone off the rails. The third element is applied thinking. Applied thinking means acting on your decisions. It doesn't focus on what to do, but on how to do it. Set clear goals everyone on your team can understand. To inspire your colleagues to develop their own solutions, support the solutions they suggest and implement them in a process of planned action. Remain flexible and supportive. As you exercise applied thinking, be mindful of the long term. Yes, you must accomplish things today, but don't get seduced by the apparent success of constant action. You must stay vigilant about the short term, but always ask how what you do today will affect your core purpose and the shape of your future. To keep a close watch on the short term while staying aware of the long term, refine your in-house organizational practices, such as calendar etiquette and managing time. Recognize that information and processes will become obsolete. So while you must accept mistakes, the way you respond to these inevitable aspects of doing business will highlight the efficacy in your applied thinking. Build an agile, resilient, tolerant culture. To exercise open thinking, follow 10 principles. First, allow yourself plenty of time to think clearly and comprehensively. Never rush your thinking. Second, too much thinking, rethinking, and rethinking can become self-defeating. After careful thought and conversation, move ahead decisively. Third, never take action just to take action. Be thoughtful about what you do and decide what not to do. Fourth, be flexible in your thinking. Let knowledge shape your ideas and opinions. The fifth principle is write down your best thoughts. Idea flow is a continuing resource. Sixth, be systematic and organized in everything you say and do. Seventh, take breaks to refresh yourself and create time for new ideas to emerge. Eighth, dig for information to enable proper analysis and informed decision-making. Don't settle for insufficient data. Ninth, maintain your focus. Don't succumb to time-wasting distractions. The final principle is include time to dream, decide, and do every day. Open thinkers stay flexible and adaptable. John Dalla Costa, founder of Toronto's Center for Ethical Orientation, says open thinkers have 3 traits. First, courage. Open thinkers connect with new ideas, even if those ideas run counter to their current worldview. Second, responsibility. Open thinkers accept new, verifiable information and welcome new data that move them closer to an ultimate truth. Finally, fairness. Open thinkers know investigation and experimentation often involve mistakes, which can be the greatest teachers of all.
For more summaries on this and other topics, visit getabstract.com.